How do you spot a high-performing sales professional? What makes up a high-performing sales professional across the board in various industries? At Athlete to Business, we've boiled it down to this particular science. Somebody that possesses an athlete mindset plus our check formula. So A plus check. In short, athlete mindset, they're resilient. They've got the mindset of a professional athlete under duress, high pressure situations. In sales, it's high pressure. You constantly need to be delivering on targets. So you got to have a high amount of resilience about you. You got to be highly competitive. Like, you got to want it. You got to want to win. You got to want to make money at the same time. You got to be at the top of the leaderboard, and you got to want that really badly. You got to have a high amount of discipline about you. You got to be able to follow a process without emotional attachment to the results, like an elite athlete. And most importantly, you got to stick to that process day in, day out, no matter what happens. So you got to be very structured in your approach in attaining sales. So resilience, competitive nature, discipline, a lot of grit about you. I'm talking about the mindset of an elite athlete. That's what it takes to be successful in sales. Plus check. So what is check? So it's an acronym, CHEC. Your communication skills have to be top notch. You've got to be able to articulate your point thoughtfully and thoroughly. You've got to have a humble confidence about you. Can't be too arrogant, can't be too shy. It's got to be in the middle. You've got to be very confident and strong in your abilities, but it's got to come out humbly. At the same time, within that humble confidence frame, you've got to be very coachable as well. You're going to make mistakes. No one's perfect, and you've got to have the self-awareness to understand where you need to get better, but also listen to your superiors when they're giving you feedback and implementing that feedback right away. So the first C is communication skills. The H is humble confidence. E, emotional intelligence. You've got to have a high amount of empathy. I always say the best salespeople are generally much better listeners than they are talkers. So you've got to be able to listen to what your client is saying. Like a detective, you've got to ask the right questions to uncover a problem or a potential solution that you can provide for your client. So to do that, you've got to ask the right questions and you've got to listen thoughtfully. So that's all under emotional intelligence and empathy. And the final one is commercial awareness, right? Like, you've got to be able to understand how your product or service can make money and where the leads are coming from, where you can find leads. So commerciality about what your particular business is selling and what you're offering. So athlete mindset, grit, resilience, competitive nature, drive, motivation, all those things that embody what an athlete mindset needs to be a pro athlete. Alongside check communication skills, you got to be humbly confident, you've got to have a high amount of EQ, and you've got to have a strong commercial awareness. Just have a knack of making money, where the leads are coming from. You know, the phrase of always be selling, yes, but just always have an awareness of where the opportunities are and going after them. Those are the key traits, key skills I'm finding in high-performing sales professionals. Athlete mindset plus our check formula.